60% growth in the shipments, Jim. Very impressive, especially because it's not summer yet. And this is a category where there's so much competition. Everyone and their mother is getting in on the hard seltzer game. How are you maintaining the growth and the market share?
You know, it's kind of what we've always done. We were, the innovator and the leader. We had the first hard seltzer 5 years ago. And we basically, helped to get in first. We have a very aggressive sales force, and we very much focused on adding flavors and kind of expanding the taste profile of hard seltzer with things like Truly hard lemonade seltzer, hard tea seltzer, and in a couple of weeks, we're introducing our latest innovation, which is Truly hard punch seltzer. So it's leadership, aggressive, grassroots kind of selling, and development of new delicious flavors in the seltzer category.
One concern that came up in the earnings or the call, Jim, is that there's so much demand for it right now that you might have trouble keeping up on the supply side and have to enlist third-party breweries, which could impact margins. How likely is that?
I hope it's very likely that we have trouble keeping up. We have enough capacity to meet our current plans and our projections, but I'm okay if we exceed those and if it affects margin, because Boston Beer Company has really been about innovation and growth. I mean, we look at our opportunities as opportunities for growth in a category that's not growing. And we, every year, have to figure out how to grab market share because the category isn't growing, and it's not that easy. Everybody's bigger than us. We compete with these huge global companies, but we've been able to maintain an entrepreneurial culture and agility that has enabled us to grow for 37 years.
Jim, to that point, I mean, as you said, you've added tea, you're adding punch. How many more versions of Truly can you add over the next year? Is it just sort of endless? You'll keep coming up with new ideas, or have we nearly got a full suite of seltzer offerings now? Well,
I think it's closer to a full suite. I mean, we are not trying to just keep throwing stuff into the market. What has enabled Sam Adams, Boston Beer Company, to be successful here is we've had meaningful innovations. Our hard lemonade was the #1 seltzer innovation last year, and it's still growing this year. And hard tea is the #1 seltzer innovation this year. These are products that have very broad appeal. I think what we're seeing is there's sort of a blue ocean in this space of creating new beverages that are kind of in between beer, wine, and hard liquor, and they meet consumers' desires for great tasting products in convenient packages with health and wellness type nutritionals and appealing brands. And so I see a lot of opportunity in that space, but we're trying to only do things that are meaningful rather than gimmicks that come and go.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.